So let's be very clear. Theon sucks. Like, he absolutely sucks. This is the worst episode of Theon, as not only does he invade Winterfell, and by the way, the time skip from episode 5 to episode 6 was insane. Episode 5 ends, and then he's already at Winterfell at episode 6. And at first, I was like, okay, there's a interesting little dynamic between him and Bronn. And maybe he will, even though he wants to be that guy, maybe he won't go over the edge. Nope. He went over the edge. He ain't shit. And Theon, his fall is going to be so satisfying. Different from Joffrey, betrayal of people closest to you is hard to stomach. But the story being told where Theon has to constantly figure out what it means to do the right thing, what it means to be either the prince or you know, being true to the family that raised you, that story is going to be very interesting. We got this situation where Joffrey was a POS. Per usual, a mob ensued, and we got to see a little bit from that mob last episode as they start talking about how Joffrey's so evil. They even accused Tyrion for being the puppet master, and Joffrey crashing out saying kills them all is exactly why he's such a terrible king. With that said, free my girl Sansa, it almost got really bad, and shout out the Hound. He is him. Another big Khaleesi episode, especially considering, again, I said it last video, she has to navigate life. She has to figure out what it means to be a leader. And she tried to use that authority, that type of privilege she has to instill fear into one of the tradesmen. The thing is, that's not going to work. That political talk is not going to work. Khaleesi needs to figure out how to influence them with facts. And it doesn't look good for Khaleesi right now, considering there's an assassin who cooked the Dothraki and took her dragons. It might be tough for her moving forward. So we got the King of the North, one of the best nicknames you can have as a character, and this girl. Hey, this is going to be a very interesting situation. There's like a dynamic. He's smitten with her. And the problem with this is that he's already betrothed to someone else that he needs their help with to be in a good political advantage to go across a certain location, I think a bridge or something. So, and she's foreign. We don't know who she is. So this could be very problematic for the King of the North, Robb, my boy. And he has to figure out what to do with Theon. Well, Robb has to figure out what to do with Theon and how he wants to get his revenge and the potential guy that's going to Winterfell. Jon Snow has to figure out what to do with her because he found a girl too. Now, he's not smitten, but she's definitely very shaky. She'll do whatever it takes to get Jon Snow to fumble. And she almost got him when they were cuddled up next to each other in the cold. It was getting kind of wicked, I'm not going to lie. Also, shout out Bronn for escaping and shout out Tyrion for trying to hold it down, man.